On this episode of the Unnamed Political Podcast, we'll be talking about a whole range of topics ranging from external to internal affairs.
Buckle up. Hello and welcome to the 40th, I think.
I believe so.
The 40th episode of the Unnamed Political Podcast.
40.
Wow, we have made it to the Ronald Reagan of podcasts.
Yeah, because he was the 40th president.
Yeah, we have done it. I can't do a good impression of him, so.
It's been over a year. Yeah. It's been
Well,
over
yeah,
a year. We
it's
only
been,
have 40
it's been
episodes.
over a year for a while. Well, no, because we had really good pace our first year. Then our second year, this year, we've had garbage pace.
But we're back. We're back.
Yeah, we are back in the saddle. Episode 3 callback.
Yeah, after we missed 3 days, we called it back in the saddle. Hiatus. Then we took like a 2-month break. I don't know.
Then 11th grade. Then 10th grade hit. So.
And then
now it's 11th grade.
And
so,
it's even worse. Yeah. So
don't worry. The Donald has inspired us with new fire in our bones to continue to unnamed and politically report.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. I like it.
Yeah.
I like the whole atmosphere. It feels great.
Yes.
Powered.
We are rededicating ourselves, like the New York Times, to honest reporter. Who was it? Was it CNN?
Fox. Fair and balanced.
Well, no, yeah, but one of the, I think it was either CNN or New York Times, like we were rededicating ourselves to actual news or something like that.
Well, where's it at?
Yeah.
Why weren't you reporting actual news in the first place?
All right. Whoever said it, we're back.
In action.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's talk about some big, international news. We had a very famous death last night. Unfortunately, the mom from the Brady Bunch did pass away. And it was a great TV show, and we're very sorry.
I remember that TV show. It was pretty good.
Great actress.
Throwback.
Moment of silence. Also, Fidel Castro died.
Hey. Well, yes, he did. I actually didn't know that the Brady Bunch person died, so that's news to me. But yeah, so Fidel pieced off this earth. Wherever he went, we'll never know.
Our common brother's guest.
But yeah, I know he's gone. I don't know what the circumstances were surrounding that. Probably just old age. He was like 90.
I mean, he's a lifelong smoker. It could be a number of things.
Whatever. So he pieced off this earth, and
the CIA. They finally did it.
Took him 50-something years to pull
it
off. But yeah, so he was the communist leader of Florida. The communist...
The puppet governor of Florida.
Of Miami.
Yes.
No, he was the communist leader of Cuba.
No, there are not parties in Florida to celebrate the fact that he finally croaked.
Yeah, there were like hundreds of people in the streets. That's what.
Yeah. We wish we could have had our Cuban flag.
Do we have a Cuban flag?
I mean, to be honest, we probably somewhere could find one.
Yeah, that's the beauty of being in Connecticut. You can probably find a Cuban flag.
What?
If you look hard.
Oh yes, with our massive and diverse Hispanic community.
We'll go to Hartford.
What? Even they? This is a country.
You can find one.
Not a country. This is a state that's like 90.
Little Caribbean.
I mean, that's not a racial term. That's like an act. There's a restaurant in Hartford called Little Caribbean.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, we were driving past it on the way to. Yeah, school stuff. Never mind. All right, so Fidel is dying.
Yeah, Cuba. Yeah,
what do you think this means? Because we're seeing a huge remnant of communist Cuba dying, as Cuban-American relations have probably been the most interesting they've been since the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Well, yeah, they're certainly very tense, the relations between the United States and...
Well, they're much less tense than they were before.
Well, much less, because we're not threatening nuclear war, and we don't have an embargo anymore. But...
Well, I think they're now.
We got Raul Castro, still is the leader. Fidel wasn't the leader when he died. It was Raul, and Raul's
but he
probably...
still played a major role.
For sure. No, he was pretty much there. Like, kind of like an unofficial vice president sort of thing. He was
like the grandfather of the country, pretty much.
Pretty much, and Raul's gonna die soon. He's probably in his late 80s, I would assume.
So I think that we can finally, hopefully, start to see a freer Cuba. I hope that President Trump starts to push... I hope he doesn't take an isolationist policy here. I think that the problem is all the sanctions we've seen have been conceding to the Cubans without getting much in return, and I think it's pointless.
Nothing in return.
Especially because we know that their leaders are so old, that we're conceding to a regime that ultimately doesn't have a ton of power left, and if we wait a couple of years, it'll be so much easier, rather than deciding only now, like, oh, we have to give in to Cuba when the communists are still in power.
I think we look pretty good, though, if we are friends with them before it happens and not just jump on the fact after it becomes a
I think we totally should, because we're opposed to communism. I think that's one of the reasons why Hillary lost Florida. We have thousands upon thousands of refugees in Cuba who had to flee his communist system.
Right, but we look at it. I mean, Cuba's it's a communist state. Don't get me wrong, but it's much more opened up and a lot more less communist in terms of the economic policies than it was 50 or so years ago. Same thing with the Soviet Union, and same thing with China.
It's still a communist country. It's not
ideologically,
like
yes,
but like the Soviet Union didn't really. They opened up and then immediately collapsed. China's reformed, but Cuba's still pretty communist.
Cuba's definitely the most communist country. Laos maybe is more communist. Or Vietnam, actually. Vietnam.
No, I'd say North Korea.
North Korea is not really communist.
Well, they're not. They practice junch. I'm butchering the pronunciation, but they're
whatever system that is. I think I know what it is. But yeah, but I think it would look good in just the diplomatic interest because Cuba's not going to be a communist. I would give Cuba another 10 or 15 years as a communist country before it collapses.
You think so?
It would, or even it would collapse during Trump's reign. If Raul dies, that's when I think everything's going to fall apart. But I don't know when he's going to die. He could probably die in the next 4 or 5 years.
I don't think it'll fall apart per se. I just think that once Raul dies, you'll get a leader who's hopefully more open to reform. Because I think they'll see, like, the economy is garbage.
Right.
And people are like, oh, it's just because of the U.S. embargo. No, it's because communism inherently doesn't work. We've seen it.
Better on paper than in practice.
Yes, very.
Yes, very much so.
It only works if everybody, yes, I totally believe in the grand socialist goal of the world.
Never worked. And with the large scale of putting it in a country, it would never work.
No. So it's unfortunate. I think it's going to be a very interesting couple of years because this is the first big foreign policy, I think, issue with, obviously, Putin can be an exception, but for new President-elect Trump. And he's released a statement where he called Castro I think rightfully, a brutal dictator.
A brutal dictator, yes. He said that he was the passing of a brutal dictator who oppressed his own people for nearly 6 decades, and his legacy is one of firing squads, theft, unimaginable suffering, poverty, and the denial of fundamental human rights.
And I think that's accurate. I think that
Castro, no, that's him in a nutshell. That's not
Castro is not a good guy.
Like all the other world leaders I've seen say, like he will be missed. He's a symbolic and changing person to the era.
I mean, I'll give it to him. He had a good beard, but that's about it.
Yeah, he also had a pretty cool hat.
Oh yeah,
I kind of like that.
Well, I mean, that's just a rip off of like the French army cap.
It's like a bowl with a plate sticking out.
Yeah,
piece of paper.
Yeah, it's like I can't remember I apologize to our many
looks
French
like North Koreans have.
No, haven't you seen the French army caps?
World War I?
Yeah. Or officers' caps from, I think they still use them today, like French Foreign Legion. Yeah, I'm Googling this to show them that on our podcast. But
whatever.
Yeah, we got our priorities in order. All right, back to some more specifically stateside news. We ended our last episode telling you we would talk about Trump's cabinet. Yes. Unfortunately, we haven't really gotten a ton of new information with the is it the presidential team yet, or is it still the presidential transition team?
Presidential transition team.
So the transition team has said that they will not be making any announcements on the cabinet until at least Monday. Right now we're filming this on Saturday, so what Monday is going to be the 30th?
It's the 26th today or the 27th?
I think Sunday's going to be the 29th, so it'll be the 30th. Oh, it's the 26th?
So 27th, 28th.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so there was a couple minor appointments. There was the Secretary of Education was also appointed, and I think someone else was also appointed. I don't know to what position. Hey, there's that. Yeah, it's called a kepi?
Yes, the kepi. I'm sorry for forgetting that. Great hat.
So that's what the hat's called.
Oh yeah, it's really stylish.
We can cover that in another episode.
Hipsters are going to be wearing it soon.
We'll have an hour-long special about it.
Yes. We will now be telling you about the kepi.
The kepi. Oh.
Yes.
Sacre bleu.
God bless you.
So yeah, we had this Department of Education appointment. I don't know what the other one was, but it was somewhat important, and I think it was.
You don't know what the other was it?
UN Ambassador. UN Ambassador.
Did we mention that last? No, we didn't. It hasn't happened. I forgot. I thought we had mentioned. No, Nikki Haley. I am stoked about that. I like
that. I think she's a good representative.
I'm in a good mood.
She's a strong representative. I think she's a fair representative. I think she'll represent America.
I think she'll be very good, and I think it's awesome because, like I've said this before on the podcast, my dream ticket. Somehow, Trump decides he steps down, and we get Ryan Haley 2020.
I think kind of got a compromise with her being the UN ambassador, so I'd say it's pretty good.
I think that shows, because the one thing I've always been concerned about is Trump's foreign policy. I feel like we mentioned this in the last one, so I'm not sure if we covered her appointment.
Her? I don't think we did.
I don't think we did, but I can't really say enough. I'm very pleased with that, because I think it's definitely a step in the right direction.
I mean, the Secretary of State's still in contention, and it's going to be for a while, probably.
Yeah, currently it seems like Mitt Romney was the front runner, but a lot of people within Trump's own administration. I still can't believe you want Rudy Giuliani to get the job.
I don't think.
I think Giuliani.
I don't think Mitt Romney would represent. He's more of a more of a globalist, and that when I mean globalist, I'm not saying Alex Jones like he wants to make the kids gay or something. I mean like, well, you know Alex Jones.
Oh yeah,
that would be something he would say.
Excellent, credible source. I mean,
So,
just an inspiration.
But what I mean is that he would, when he goes to negotiate, because he's a foreign policy, he's going to be the representative basically of the world. Practically, we want someone who's going to represent America's best interests. I think he's going to be more.
I think Romney would.
I think he would be open to other countries as well. But when I mean open to other countries, I mean that he's not going to put American first.
I think he'll definitely put it. You can make that exact same argument for Nikki Haley.
No, I think Nikki Haley is a completely different person. Nikki Haley is.
They're both definitely more establishment style Republicans.
I'd say Mitt Romney is more of a neoconservative than she is.
Okay, but still,
I
think
have big beef
Mitt Romney is name brand. He can hopefully regain Trump and Republicans in general, the Mormon vote.
Has some name brands.
The
video of him as a girl.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Go and Google Giuliani gets motorboats Donald Trump. That is the face of our nation if we elect, or if we allow the Donald to appoint him. I think he was.
I also had David Petraeus in the running for Secretary of State.
That would be. I would consider.
I would be happy
as
with
a decent. I would not mind that at all.
I'd be stoked actually. That'd be probably one of my favorite appointments.
I would. I didn't even know that was an option actually, but I would definitely probably.
That was the top 3.
I would probably favor him over Romney potentially, and I think that because of this conflict, that definitely boosts his odds.
That's a lot of military generals. They have the James Mattis, who's going to be something. They have Department of Defense.
I see no problem getting people with military. And I feel like generals are probably going to be.
I don't think David Petraeus is a general anymore.
Well, yes, but with people with military experience. Yeah. I think that's good because you get foreign policy experience without being a part of the swamp that Trump has said he's going to drain in Washington. I think that would be a good option. But I think I used to live in Giuliani when he was mayor of New York. I thought he.
Good mayor.
Baby me thought he did a great
job.
Oh yeah, I remember going down the street seeing Giuliani. Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah. I thought he did a good job as mayor of New York, but I don't think that gives him enough foreign policy experience. And granted, you said this, Romney doesn't have a ton, but I think out of the two, I think Romney's better.
I would say Rudy.
And I think Romney's good. He has name brand recognition. I've said this, he's fluent in French. In France, recently, their current president is polling at 4%. Go Hollande. I mean, these are...
Yeah, I would really hope that there would be a revolution by now.
He's getting He's getting numbers worse than Bush.
It's like our governor's approval ratings.
Yeah.
They're around 10%.
Dan Malloy, seriously?
Yeah. Yeah, the lowest approval ratings in the entire country.
Really?
Mm-hmm. As a governor.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, hopefully we can...
That's another topic.
Yeah, we will cover the... When is he? He's going to be up for re-election in
2018, yeah.
Actually, do they allow 3 terms?
I don't think so.
So, we'll get somebody in.
Hopefully he'll be out.
Oh, yeah, well, hopefully we can get a Republican back in.
I think we will. We had one before.
I think we've seen too many companies move out of Connecticut, but that is a topic for another time, and let me just check how our time is.
That's local politics.
What's our next topic we're going to do? Okay, the recount. This is news that is just coming out today and is shocking in its brevity.
How are we
doing? We're still good on time.
Good.
And we should probably start to hurry up if you have to.
Yeah. We'll just talk about this quick.
Yeah, and we can finish up the rest later. Alright, so, the recount. So recently, Jill Stein and the Green Party have decided to file for a recount in Wisconsin. Currently, their recount is not underway yet because, according to, excuse me, I'm losing my voice, Wisconsin law, if you want a recount, you have to be willing to pay for that recount. And they've estimated the cost of $1 million.
And they do not have that money.
Well, Hillary definitely has that money.
Oh, Hillary
and
does.
they're launching a campaign to raise money for the recount, which in my opinion is the biggest
waste of money.
Like, you could literally burn your money. And you could at least get entertainment out of burning your money, which is a crime also.
Have some fun
we don't recommend it.
$4 million. I mean, well, think about it. Because with the leads, she has to win all 3 of those states with the recount in order to become president.
So the only recount that has been officially filed for is in Wisconsin, but there have been pushes, and now the Clinton campaign has jumped on board and said they're for them, for recounts in Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin.
The leads are too large for that, too.
You would need Hillary to win all 3 of those to do it.
Because Florida, it makes sense. Because in Florida, George Bush only won by like 500 votes.
Yeah.
So that makes sense to do a recount because that falls within the margin of error. But a margin of error of 10,000 which is the smallest lead that of those 3 states in Michigan.
Right.
And then you have like upwards of 60 and 70,000 in Pennsylvania and Michigan.
Well, yeah,
I
I think
mean, in
it's.
Wisconsin, you're never going to have.
I think it's just pointless. It's a waste of money, and not
It's
that
just
I'm
it's
saying,
symbolic. It's symbolic when you get down to it. 'Cause they don't agree
I
with
think
election results.
it's purely symbolic. I think we said this in the last one. We understand that people are angry, but I think that this is not a constructive way to spend your money if you want to protest the Trump agenda.
Especially with that much money, it's ridiculous.
It's a bad idea. It's not going to achieve anything, and even if it does, it would be interesting to see what would happen because Hillary's already conceded, and Trump has now been already receiving classified
conceding
intelligence.
just like you just do it, or is it
Well,
does it actually mean you lose?
What I'm saying is, like,
Because I
now
can say I
Trump
concede and I'm done.
Trump has already gained access to classified information. He's already being prepped
Right.
and groomed to be the
But
next president.
did Al Gore concede to George Bush and then unconceded after he was like Florida's too close?
I'm not sure if he unconceded. I know he finally conceded on like December 13th.
Yeah.
So,
I thought he unconceded,
but I think I was surprised. I would have thought the Clinton campaign would have tried to be like, it's over. We should invest our efforts in trying to stop the Trump agenda in other ways. I think it is a complete waste of money, and I think wasting money, or at least liberals wasting money, is one of the reasons why Democrats lost this election.
Boom.
Oh yeah, quote me on that. Excellent.
That's actually a pretty good quote.
Oh, thank you. All right, and so now we're going to quickly wrap it up. We're trying to do shorter episodes like we've been trying to do for about a year now, and
Which is part of the fun.
Oh yeah. All right. So other news in the world, we mentioned France. They're probably going to get a conservative leader in the next election. Then again, we're probably going to get a liberal. So you never know.
Maybe.
But currently, there are 3 main candidates for the party, the Republican Party, to their more conservative party to get it, and they have 2 more moderates. But then they have the National Front, I believe, and Marine Le Pen.
Love that.
Oh yeah, they have called her, and this is a term been applied to so many politicians recently, the blank version, in this case the French version of Donald Trump. And so it would be interesting. We've seen people are calling this the American Brexit, or Brexit the American Trump. Are we going to start seeing, I think this...
Around the world?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think
so,
the EU is in trouble, because if the National Front does win the presidency, they have said they also intend to withdraw from the EU.
Good.
Which
would be catastrophic.
It's not just catastrophic. That is the coup de grace, to use a French term, to the EU. I mean, just takes it out.
Yeah, because then because basically Greece is leeching off of everybody right now for money to bail out.
Greece is leeching off money.
Like billions of
Germans
dollars.
are already just upset because they're paying so much more for
and they're going to pay a lot more if France leaves.
If France leaves, it's literally just going to be German control.
Britain still hasn't left yet either, so they need to...
Well, Britain still hasn't left, and they might not leave now, it turns out.
I'm sure they will.
If France leaves, definitely, or if France pushes to leave, Britain definitely will. But right now, they've just announced a British court has declared that they need a parliamentary vote to determine whether or not to leave. I'm not sure if that went through, unfortunately. We'll need to check the stats on that. But if it goes to Parliament, Brexit will not pass. It requires a parliamentary vote.
No, well, not in this Parliament at least.
Oh no, definitely not.
Definitely not. But yeah,
Are we allowed to say that, considering we're Americans?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this Parliament? Okay.
We're allowed to.
But technically, the earliest estimations from the Conservative leadership are that they will be leaving by 2019. So still within their government, which is good, at least, because they're at least fulfilling their promises. So thank you, Theresa May.
Go Theresa May.
Teresa?
Teresa.
Okay. All right. Prime Minister May. Go on.
Elizabeth May. Remember the Green Party?
Oh yeah, I almost mentioned that way at Jill Stein. Go Vancouver!
Oh god. Oh, I'm glad they're done. They lost a seat.
Speaking of Canucks, Conservative Leadership Party is the only other
important
news we're probably going to be covering with our time left. So Conservatives still trying to figure out who is going to replace Stephen Harper. I'm hoping in the 2020 election he's going to come back in riding on a moose. Just
maybe he'd be
storms up Parliament Hill.
He's probably like 50 something right now. So.
Oh yeah, no, but he would definitely. I mean, he was the Bush of Canada. Basically.
Practically, yeah. So they had enough of him. They need someone like Donald Trump.
Yes.
You know who's like Donald Trump?
Kevin O'Leary.
Kevin O'Leary, the boy. Actually, I like Kevin O'Leary. I agree with Kevin O'Leary a lot more social issues than I would with Donald Trump.
But I mean, there's no way in heck Kevin O'Leary would win. Canadians hate Trump for the most part.
For the most part, that's just how the news covers it. If you advertise Kevin O'Leary, I think he would actually do decent. I think
he could do well. I don't think he could win. I think Trudeau is still too popular.
Well, 4 years down the road, maybe not so much.
Oh yeah, but even with Canadian leadership parties, I think they know that Trudeau is too popular, And I think they'll probably kind of pull a Hillary, where the powers that be within the party will try to steer towards a candidate who they, rightfully or not, believe will win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's called 1984, Mondale.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, and do prime ministers need to have a seat? I don't know if you know this.
Yeah, they do.
They do have to have a seat in Parliament.
Yep.
So even if you're the leader, if you lose your seat, you don't
You're
become
done.
prime minister.
Yeah. Did Stephen Harper win his seat in Calgary?
But then he resigned.
Yeah.
Well, because that's what I'm worried, because I don't... what riding would Kevin O'Leary be a part of? Does he spend enough time in the U.S. to have a riding that he could... Or in Canada,
So you could maybe, like, hook one up in the middle of nowhere and just call it his riding but not actually do anything there.
I mean, he could, but now, because I mean...
Like in the middle of nowhere.
Because I know Harper's, his was in...
Calgary.
He was in like, central... The city of Alberta. The one city.
Yeah.
Excuse me, for all the others, I sound like Obama.
Let's be clear.
Yeah, and did you see the video where he was talking about Hillary? And if you don't yeah, the ifs, that was what it was. And if you don't vote, then yeah, we're sorry. We do not like to make fun of speech impediments. But
not at all.
Everybody's been making fun of Trump's tiny hands, so they are small.
Yeah, kind of small compared to mine. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't know. I kind of got slight Trump hands. Gotta be honest.
Little Trump hands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Child size mitts in the winter.
Oh god.
All right, but let's wrap it up. So hopefully we're going to keep filming.
Yeah.
Do we want to announce our potential January plans?
Go ahead.
Hopefully you can expect roughly 5 more episodes before the inauguration for us. Just because we don't know where we might be over Christmas. Are you going to be able to film?
During Christmas break, probably not. But we can definitely get 3 more before Christmas
So,
break. And
yeah.
After.
Hopefully we can definitely get in those. If we're lucky, we'll try to get in more. But we think it would be... we might just have to call those specials, because we think it would be nice to call our 45th episode the inaugural special for our 45th president.
You do inaugural coverage.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Interesting.
no, I think it'll happen during school, won't it? Or do we...
No, we get the day. Do we get the day off? No, we don't.
No, I don't think we do.
Crap.
So we can cover it from our high school library.
Post inaugural coverage.
Oh yeah, Miss Eikenhorst will be so happy.
Yeah, go Trent.
All right. I guess that covers it. We apologize for tangenting at the end.
No.
But thank you for
fine.
watching our 40th episode. I'm so proud we have made it to
All this way.
the Reagan episode. All right. I'm Clark Wahlberg.
I'm Jack Orbath.
See you next time.
Adios.
So that's our finishing line. It's see you next time. Adios.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's not bad. We appeal to our many Hispanic screensavers.
That's Terrence and Phillip.
Yeah,
Miss Odd knew who that was.